Hello?
God, sorry, I didn't get my headphones in place.
Hello?
I can't hear.
Oh, man.
Do I have the bad headphones?
Possibly. Let's see.
My microphone's not on.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, you're mic 3. Are you not? Are you mic 3?
No, it's mic 4.
Mic 4? What the heck? Who's been screwing around with stuff?
Mic 3 is over there. Hold on.
Okay, we're switching.
What the heck?
I mean, we could use mic 4, but we're just so fond
Is this
of...
right?
Yeah, we're fond of mic 3.
What the heck? All right, hold on here. Put this.
The
one
world
right
is just falling
here.
apart. This is
Backwards.
evidence.
What the heck? Who's been messing? Oh God. Sorry, I'm not ambidextrous enough to put one microphone in its container.
Just throw down 4. 4 can just,
All right, that one's in its space.
Okay.
This one, oh God.
Yeah, that's
Bagad.
That's organized.
Ow.
Ow.
All right. Okay, this morning is starting well. Ahem. Let's start over.
Hi.
Hey!
Happy,
Isn't it great that all our microphones are working today?
happy back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle. Thank you. Is that a dead spider? Oh, no. It's just part of the microphone falling apart on the table here.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
You too. I feel like it's been a whole summer, but it hasn't. It's just been a couple weeks.
Yeah, you had a nice vacation.
We did. We did have a nice vacation, but it was also stressful because we took family members with us. And it's funny, my sister and I get along great, and we were raised the same, but she's not a camper. She does actually not enjoy this, and I didn't really realize this until we went on vacation. And our little cottage in Canada is quite primitive.
Oh.
And she basically lost her mind.
Did she go get a hotel room?
Yeah, she did actually.
You know, that's actually, I applaud her for doing that, because if you feel that way, you should just take care of yourself.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, her kids got sick. They had colds, really bad colds, so they were incredibly congested.
Yep.
And she wanted to have a hot shower available. She wanted to have electricity and bathrooms. What are you doing? Hiking up your pants to your boobs.
You didn't need to say that. That's
Sorry.
not actually what I did at all.
Well, you were hiking them up pretty high.
Well, they're just uncomfortable when they're like,
I know. Have you ever noticed those older men? They've got two places where they can wear their pants. Either belted down real low, like kind of below their butt. Or they belt it way up high.
Are you comparing me to an
older
man?
No, it just reminded me for a second the way you kind of shimmied and humped him up.
I do think that it's okay for older men to have a paunch. Mm-hmm. We think of it fondly, but we don't so much with women.
No.
So I do have a paunch, and it's
you actually don't have a paunch.
I'm loving it. I'm sending it all kinds of love. It feels great. It's
You're sending love to your non-existent paunch?
Yes, it's my power center. It's like having a power animal, but it's a power stomach. And I'm not talking
to say that you don't actually have one.
I'm not talking abs.
It's like
this is anti-abs.
This is like a phantom paunch.
This is not abs. This is flabs.
Did you just make that up?
Yes.
I can only hear in one ear, and it's a little weird.
Oh, I thought it was that pair that had that. You can switch pairs.
Should I switch?
You want to?
But that's the loose one that always falls off my little head.
Well, it's up to you.
Hang on. I'll see what happens. Let me just put this back here. Okay, taking these ones off. Ow. And
How's that? Better?
I think it might be better.
Better.
Although it doesn't hold tight to my head, so it's kind of quieter all over, but you know.
I just turned it up.
I don't really care, I guess. Yeah.
It matches your outfit.
I'm in all black today for once, and you are not. It's really weird.
Yeah, no. I don't wear black anymore since the shaman told me not to.
What are you going to do with all of your clothes that are black?
Throw them out.
Seriously?
I've actually been throwing out a lot of clothes, yeah.
Whoa.
It's good. It feels good.
What's going to happen when winter comes and you need clothes again?
I don't ever throw out a flannel shirt.
Okay.
That's not an issue.
Regardless of color.
Yeah, it's just anything that looked nice, I've thrown out.
Well, that was productive. Sure you feel much better now.
Well, I do. It's sort of a statement. It's like
But you look nice today. I guess you better throw those clothes away.
Well, I just like plain clothes.
I am kind of with you on that. I'm
just like plain.
leaning toward plain clothes.
I just want to be plain. I don't want to stick out.
Whenever I have to kind of vaguely dress up a little bit, I go to accessorize, and then I'm really OCD about accessories, and if they don't all match and they're not like really, really subtle, I can't.
I think it's a funny idea. Accessories.
Isn't it?
Isn't it? Accessories.
It's weird.
It's such a long word too. It's hard to say.
I don't really wear jewelry, but I've always got like my wedding ring on, which is gold. So then I'm like, oh, but then my earrings have to be gold to match that. Like anybody looks at your hand and your ears at the same time. Not really, but
you know what's weird? This is what makes it weird. Is that like the word accessory is so huge, but like an earring is a small item. So you've got like the word shirt, which is short and simple. You've got the word pants, and that's short and simple. And then you have the word accessories. It's huge.
But it's encompassing all the little objects that
like
you can stick on your body as extra. It like should be accessories. Accessories.
I have a present for you.
What?
Here.
Shakespeare insult kit. Yes.
Yeah.
You body best blubbering bootless.
You paunchy, ill-breeding lout.
Coxcomb.
You maggot pie.
You flapdragon flax wench.
You ruddish pockmarked mumble news. You tottering shadborn pumpkin.
Wait, did you use maggot pie already? My eyes immediately went to maggot pie.
Maggot pie, of course.
Maltworm is right under it.
Oh, hugger mugger. That's a
pig nut.
You mammering hedge-born hugger mugger.
Oh, I'm afraid we're going to have a little too much fun with this.
Well, just if you can hang on to it and use
Clot
it
pole?
later.
Codpiece shouldn't really be, I guess.
That's an insult.
Right, but it's also an accessory.
Well,
not one that I need. You bum Bailey canker blossom.
I just think we need some new insults because,
What's fen sucked mean?
What?
Fen sucked.
Well, that's like,
a
a fen will suck you in. It's kind of like swampy.
Fat kidneyed. Elf-skinned doesn't seem too mean.
Elf-skinned?
Yeah.
Canker blossom. Varlet. I like that. You
Varlet's
varlet.
Good.
What's a varlet?
Onion-eyed. What?
You strumpet.
Strumpet.
You pig
that
nut.
One works. I already called you a pig nut.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I missed it. I guess I was so busy insulting you.
Some of them are cute, though, like bugbear.
Yeah. Sheep.
Like if I called you a bugbear, it would be cute.
Sheep biting.
Or dewberry.
Swag-bellied.
Sheep biting.
I like that.
What's a fustularian?
That's
Good.
like your mother-in-law.
Harpy,
your mother-in-law is a
hedge pig is nice. That means like a hedgehog, right?
Hedge pig?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Some of these aren't. Some of these are kind of cute.
How about unchin-snouted? Unchin-snouted.
Wagtail. Wasn't that one of your bands?
Oh, yeah. Wagtail. That's cool.
You were an insult?
I guess so.
To Shakespeare?
That's fine. Hornbeast. Hornbeast.
Combine one word from each of the three columns below, prefaced, with thou.
Thou.
Okay. Oh, I get it. So you have to go thou, column 1, column 2, column 3.
Yeah. Thou lumpish. Wait a minute. I got to pick
Do you have to match them straight in a line up?
No.
Thou goatish, fly-bitten hedge pig.
Thou lumpish, shard-born miscreant.
Thou puking, milk-livered measle.
Thou roguish, half-faced harpy.
I think we're going to spend the entire show doing this. Maybe we should stop.
Okay.
Okay, it's pretty fun, though.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like to call you bad names sometimes.
It's a good way to take your aggression out without,
it really is. Golly, gee
just
willikers.
in an unconventional way that's not really going to upset anybody. Although I wouldn't just go flinging codpiece around.
Yeah, I know.
That one can hurt.
Definitely.
That's like, words can hurt. So use that one judiciously.
Yeasty scut does not sound nice.
Huh.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to set this aside.
Set it aside. It's going to be useful in life. So not just here at 11th Hour Radio. It's gonna be useful all over the place, right? So introduce the show, Emily.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dang, Kristina, we didn't introduce the show.
Yeah, but this is good because we're still in the first third
trimester, or whatever we call
it. The first trimester of our show.
show.
That's what we should say. This is the first.
We do break it
Welcome
into thirds.
to the first trimester of our show.
Where you will puke a little and have some morning sickness, but soon it will be noon and everything will be fine.
Okay.
You turned into 11th. You haven't turned into anything. I hope you've tuned.
You've turned into a pumpkin.
Paunchy, ill-breeded maggot pie.
Fawning, earth-voxing, elf-skinned flax wench. Okay. Anyway.
It is 11th Hour Radio. Duh.
Yeah, duh.
On Royalton Community Radio, we come to you every Friday at 11 a.m. WFVR LP 96.5, and we thank our underwriters and sponsors, which I can't tell you right now what they are because I've been away for 2 weeks and my brain has completely forgotten.
It'll come back.
Those who have done us good. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it'll come back around.
I'm a reeky, onion-eyed marmot.
Yeah, thanks. I like marmots.
I do too.
So that's, one man's insult is another man's compliment.
That's right. That's right, little Willie Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Don't think you can pull one over on us.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be...
My dress just fully kind of started to unbutton. What's going on here? Maybe not a good idea to wear a dress if buttons down the front.
Well, you mostly stand up at work, right? So that won't happen. I think it's
maybe the way I'm sitting.
Stress that happens
when I sit.
Sitting. True. Just like I had the stress with my pants.
Ah, gotcha.
It's stressful.
You notice that your torso gets shortened when you sit down?
No.
If you stand up, the waist of your pants is at your waist. If you sit down, all of a sudden it compresses and it's right up there.
No,
right
actually,
up under your chest.
Mine does not.
Well, maybe you have a longer torso than me. I think I don't have a long one. I don't know. Never really.
No, people say I have long legs. Want to look?
You do have long legs. Yeah, they go right up there.
Yeah. So I think long legs means short torso, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess. But
yeah, but but what I was trying to say is that mine doesn't change. It doesn't when I sit down, it stays the same. That's just I'm not trying to say I'm better than you. Although
I just don't wear pants that often to just alleviate that problem.
Okay.
Although my underwear band is right up there in a place it's probably not supposed
to be.
Okay,
that's too much information.
Sorry, I don't.
Let's talk about. I went to Staples.
I
went to Staples with my coupon. I still get coupons from Staples, which means
we go to Staples a lot. John is a Staples Awards member or whatever.
I am too.
Woo.
I have been for over a decade.
Him too. It
just makes you feel
the crap out of things.
Good. When you don't feel good about yourself, you just open up your wallet, pull out your Staples reward card, and you just feel better about yourself. Huh. And so I got the coupon for $10 off if I go to the store to buy stuff. So I went and I got 2 pairs of scissors.
Wow. Scissors.
Well, that's important for me because if you do as much weed whacking as I do.
You use Staples scissors from your gardening business?
They had titanium scissors.
Wow, okay.
Really nice ones.
I guess I don't really ever buy Staples
stuff.
Fiskars are what I cut my thumb off with when I was about 8 or 9.
See?
They are very sharp.
They really work.
I was making a ghost costume for my sister out of an old sheet, and my hand was underneath, and I just snipped the tip of my thumb right off.
No.
But I went to the hospital. You
can't
even tell now. See,
did they
it's
just
flat
push
on this side?
They didn't use glue then.
They couldn't. No, they didn't have glue then. This was in the days before glue.
Yeah.
But they couldn't find the bit that I cut off of it, or my parents forgot to get it from behind the couch or wherever it was.
Ugh, butch.
So I just have a scar there, and it's a flat there because the bone is chipped.
It's okay.
But
you still look good.
Thanks. I mean, if you look quickly, you would never know there's anything wrong with my thumb. Just it's a little slanty on the end there.
Okay.
So that's what I have to say about Fiskars, but that I do have a little bit of a post-traumatic stress disorder about those kinds of scissors. Whenever I see those orange handles, I say, don't snip off your finger. Whoever's using them. I don't buy a lot of products at Staples, though. I just we go in for the copy center. I get cards and things there.
Yeah, I never do that. I should. I'd love to make cards.
They're very
What
accommodating.
kind of cards
there.
are you making?
Oh, like whenever we do Christmas cards or postcards
Really?
or
You
anything.
do yours there?
Yep. And
You
all
think that's
brochures for our businesses go through there.
Wow.
And this is how accommodating they were. I lost the graphic for my dance company's logo like years ago. I don't know where it went. It was an old, those metal like press things that they used to use for newspapers. I don't know how to...
Yeah.
They're like stamps, but they're not. You know what I mean? They would
Yeah.
go in the big printing presses.
Yeah.
I had an old logo from the turn of the century that I used for my dance company's logo, and it came from one of the printing presses. But I lost it, and the scanned version of it that I have is somewhere gone too. So all I had was an old T-shirt with the logo on it. So I brought that in, and they were able to scan the T-shirt and print me a new...
At Staples.
Yeah, a new, like a banner or a new logo thing out of an old
Staples
T-shirt.
is so funny. It's like this big corporation, but somehow it feels local.
Yeah, well,
Why?
it's probably just the people that work there.
They're always the
are
same.
accommodating.
Like the same. I've seen the same people.
Kristina,
What?
the lava lamp is on and it's moving.
Oh my gosh.
It's moving like
you're
for
right.
real. It's moving way faster than I've ever seen it move in
Wow.
the history of moving.
Who plugged that in?
Had to have been Courtney. She's the only one that has a show that on Friday mornings.
No,
that's
I think
live,
she was.
right?
I don't think she was alert enough to do that this morning. She didn't.
Really?
She was feeling a little
That
down.
thing is just booking. What is wrong with it? I feel like it's had to have been on for hours to be able to do this.
I think sometimes they just switch on.
Like magically?
Yeah. Especially during an eclipse.
Now that it's on, is it our responsibility to shut it off, or do we leave that responsibility to whoever
Well,
turned it on in the first place?
It depends how you feel about that kind of thing.
Well, remember how I woke up in the middle of the night once when we turned the lava lamp on, and I was afraid that we had burned the studio down because they get very hot?
I know, I hear you. And you'll probably continue to be agitated about it.
I just am fascinated that it's actually moving. I've never seen it move.
Well, let's just enjoy it
All right.
to the full extent.
All right, we'll make the decision at the
Yeah.
end.
Let's see if our
Weird little egg yolks bobbing around in there.
It
It's
is
very
like egg yolks
strange.
because they're yellow.
Yeah.
And they're like floating in a blue ocean of some chemical.
Gel. It's like that
Yeah.
squirty stuff they put on your stomach when you're pregnant.
Ugh.
That ultrasound goo.
Okay, let's go back to scissors because
Right.
I was
You bought 2 pairs.
well because I was feeling sort of anxious and agitated while you were gone, partly
Yeah.
because you were on vacation and I wasn't. So
You
that
could
made
come.
me, well, it
you
just
probably
made,
would have enjoyed it more than my sister did.
well, okay, maybe next time.
She was very irritated that the air mattresses were squeaky as well in our cabin.
Yeah. Did she have a tent?
No, we all were in our cabin, but since, we don't stay there all the time, I don't leave things like real mattresses in the cabin because I don't want mice or ants to get in and eat them.
Oh, good point.
So we have air mattresses up on the bed frames.
Yeah.
And they're perfectly comfortable, but they're squeaky. They like sort of make farty noises as you roll around in them.
I see.
And that made her very, very upset.
Yeah, I think I'll go, but I think I'll get a motel room.
Okay.
So we'll just see.
There's also
we'll-
a Buddhist retreat right next door. You could go stay with them. They probably have nothing squeaky there. Or if they do, they're just super zen about it. I should have sent Jen over there and said, you know what? Go over there and come back when you don't care about squeaky.
They have
air
futons,
mattresses.
and they
Probably.
take them outside and they beat them with brooms
They
every
probably
day.
just sleep on little beds made of rocks because that is getting you closer to enlightenment, probably.
No, I think they're not. That is ascetic,
Oh.
asceticism. Are you
That's
into
not
that?
a word.
Yeah, it is asceticism.
What does it mean?
It means you're an ascetic.
What's that?
Ascetic.
What?
It means you don't like any frou-frou in your life, and you think it's it's part of your evolutionary path as to deepen your spiritual practice to be
you
an
can't
ascetic.
deepen your spiritual practice if you're very, very tired because you've slept on rocks.
But you get used to it. But that
don't
was your
know.
idea. I didn't say they
Right,
did
okay,
that.
yeah.
I don't think
They don't kill mosquitoes, so you would like them.
Yeah. But I do think they probably have like futons and they take them out and beat them with brooms. That was my main.
Probably.
That's the only point that I was trying to
Okay,
make.
Right. Okay.
'Cause
so
I-
go on. You're back to being agitated.
So that's why I figured the thing that calms me down is scissors. Because
Wow.
you know what I'm saying?
You must love to make, like when it's winter and you make all those little snowflake ornaments. When you
I haven't done
snip,
that,
snip,
but
snip, 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 all the little pieces out.
yeah, I should think about that.
That would help you probably.
Yeah, but no, it's snipping grass.
Okay.
I highly recommend it for anybody who's agitated. Just take your scissors, go outside and start trimming stuff. Just sit down on the ground. It's partly you're grounding yourself and you're trimming.
I have to do some grass snipping this very evening, actually.
Enjoy it. Go deep into it.
I'll try.
Okay.
Just worry about my fingers and all that when I'm snipping.
You can probably transcend that fear.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So, is it 20 after?
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's like 11:21. It's time for a song.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. And
even though play?
I took my pipad to Small Dog, I got everything all synced up again, but I didn't have time to load in the new music, and I didn't have time to charge the iPad. So now
your cord is only like 6 inches long, so you can't get it onto the table.
So I have to use I have to sign into my computer now.
Why is listen?
What is that?
I can't find where
That's weird.
I can't find where the speaker is in my phone.
Well, you got to turn it.
It's an AT&T free message telling me that my payment is due, but I don't know why they even bother to tell me because it comes straight out of my bank account anyway. Just don't even tell me, people.
You do automatic payments? I can't do that.
Yeah, I do it with my car insurance and the phone and...
But what if you don't have the money?
Well, I have automatic paycheck goes in too, so it hopefully...
Oh, I see. So that will...
During the summer months, at least, when I have my automatic deposit, I think it's usually covered.
Okay, yeah.
I watch more carefully in the winter when my paychecks are more from different sources.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here's a track. It's called "Bully of the Town." So. Whoops.
No.
It's not. It says "could not locate." That's because Let me see if I can get my iPad.
Oh my goodness. What's going to happen? This is really bad. You could always plug it in and unplug it after each song. That would work,
It's still not charging. It's just like crazy. Let's see if we can get the next one to play.
Maybe it just isn't. Maybe the little icon isn't working. Maybe it is charging. Like, when your gas tank is broken and the needle doesn't move.
Right.
Maybe it's like that.
Yeah.
That's a very Vermont thing.
Well, I'll do this.
To be doing.
I'll do this a different way. Okay. I'll go. Let's see. I'll go into my music files, which I know are actually there. Yeah, I'm gonna pick something kind of unusual, and I'll tell you what it is afterwards. Here we go.
What a pretty mystery you suddenly turned out to be. I've never held you gently, but I want to. I watch your friends come through the door. I slide my feet across the floor. There are things I might ask, I don't need to. Can't you tell I'm telling you that I want to understand you? I'm sofa sitting, compromising, thoughts on what I'm realizing. Ask me what I'm thinking. It's hard to say, 'cause the way I'm reeling could be most anything to do with you. Can't you tell I'm telling you that I want to understand you? Some things can remain unsaid. You don't have to share your bed with me. It's a gentle thing we're making. Got time for stronger weather. Until we get to know us better, we'll remain suspended. Can't you tell I'm telling you that I want to understand you? Can't you tell I'm telling you that I want to understand you?
Well, it looks like that song's still going, but it's not. I guess I would hear it if it was. That was Bob Kinzel.
So I'm coming back. I was trying to fix your broken pie pad, but...
Yeah.
I don't actually know anything about any technology, so maybe just don't let me touch it
Yeah.
at all.
All right.
Okay.
So that was Bob Kinzel, and the song is called Understand You.
It was nice.
Yes, it was nice. People, all kinds of people make music. Like all kinds of people that you don't even think that they could possibly make music, they make music. So
The train is coming, and it's coming when we're not playing a song for once.
and the train is making music. Okay, we're gonna listen and turn
making
up the
some
mics
noise.
a little bit. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's getting louder. That's terrifying.
They
It
were
terrifies
really laying
me.
on the horn today. They were. Wow. Okay.
Just like tell me, how do you feel?
Um,
Because you went quiet. Like you always complain that I go quiet when I hear the train, but you definitely went into a place of deep reverie.
no, I was just sometimes the little kids scream when the train goes by downstairs, and that a little bit freaks me out because I'm like, I don't want there to be little kids screaming when a train goes by because, like, it just makes me feel like it's a movie and someone's on the tracks. Like I just
See, and I said it's terrifying.
It was
So
a weird, scary.
something
There was some
happened.
anxiety in
Yeah.
that horn today.
Something was catalyzed. There's always a message from the train horn if we just listen carefully.
The train horn driver.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Hey, I went on a mushroom hunt this week, even though I hate mushrooms and I don't eat them, and I wouldn't eat one if somebody like held a knife to me. But I hunted them and picked them and learned about the edible kinds.
Who took you?
My friend Leanne is very into mushrooms, so we went out on horseback, and she had her little mushroom basket and all these special little wax paper bags to sort the mushrooms into, so they wouldn't get like all mushy and slimy together. And I think we picked chanterelles and puffballs and oyster mushrooms. And then some other kind that was like the consistency of like a wet little slug, which I'm just sort of mystified that all you people eat these things. Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Oh, you must eat mushrooms. You're a vegetarian.
No, I really don't like mushrooms that much.
Oh, that's good.
I mean,
I'm glad.
occasionally when somebody does something super special with them, I like chaga. I like that idea of making tea from dried mushroom.
Yeah, we have a big lump of chaga on some trees at our house, and
Yeah.
I've never tried it, but
But it's almost like mushrooms are little people or something. It just feels a little strange to be like chewing
well,
them.
they're just little bubbles of rot, basically.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah, and
Even
I just kind of
after-
don't want to put that in
Okay.
my mouth.
Yeah.
Fungus
Fungi.
is just not a thing to be eaten in my head.
Yep, you heard it here on 11th Hour Radio. Fungus are not to be eaten.
I guess, I mean, some of the grocery store ones that are very dry and packaged in that, like, you know, on that sort of papery green
Yeah.
foam base thing, that's, I guess, okay. Or if it's chopped up really tiny in like a veggie burger, that's okay, I guess. If I don't know what it is.
I like Chinese mushrooms for health benefit rather than as food, right? I don't think of them so much as something that you want to just put on the dinner table.
Yeah.
But if you want to get better from a sickness, yeah, go to the Chinese herbalist, get your mushrooms.
Though? It's fungus. Why is
What? Because the
fungus-
word fun is in it? You think?
No, I don't know. There's something. It seems like a byproduct of Earth. It's like Earth farted and then it solidified, and we're gonna eat it. That's like that's how I feel.
Really? That's how you feel? Really?
Yeah,
Like really?
And they smell funny, and they're all different colors, and they're just like
I can't tell if you like them or hate them.
No, I hate
There's sort
them.
of a
I mean,
fascination that you have with them. Certainly.
I liked looking for them. That was exciting to figure
Yeah.
out which ones were the kind
Like a
that other people wanted.
treasure
I guess.
hunt.
And that was fun. And all the ladies I was with got super excited about them. So that's fun. It's fun. I get excited about other people getting excited about things. But I brought them back for John, who was happy, and he sauteed them up and ate them and was delighted. But it's mysterious that you can go out there and just pick these gross, slimy things all over the ground, and then people are like,
if you're
"Ooh."
gonna do that, why not just eat slugs?
Yeah.
Right?
Or just dirt or whatever else you find out there. It kind of tastes the
Sure.
same.
There's a lot of stuff out there that just sort of pops up, but I wouldn't eat most of it.
Slimy bits that just are everywhere.
Yeah.
It's very moist out. The woods are soggy right now.
Yeah. I like grains because grains are so graceful.
And they're up in the air.
They're up in the air, so they're kind of consorting with the air spirits. They're dry.
Yeah. Yep.
If you want to soften them, but through a cooking process, you can do that, but they don't come slimy.
Yeah, things that come slimy are just not cool.
Right.
What's out there?
I can see through the curtain. There's a person moving around.
Do you think it's...
Don't worry. It's fine. It's just a person.
That was a really scary way that you just described that. It sounded like horror movie-esque. I'm assuming it's Todd because he's the only one who comes in right about now.
Yeah, I know.
It's the mushroom slayer.
I know, and now there's a truck backing up outside. That's pretty terrifying.
It's a FedEx truck.
Okay, I got all kinds of crazy stuff to talk about.
Me too, but...
Yeah, I just don't even know where to begin. I don't really feel like talking about pedophile priests, but it is on my list.
Oh.
I don't know.
Ew.
Well, I was just shocked. I was doing some research online.
Why were you shocked?
I was No, I'm not.
Why else would you be a priest?
No, I wasn't shocked about that. I was shocked that it was on NBC News that the headline on NBC News was this, quote, "It is time to face the horrible truth. The Catholic Church is a pedophile ring."
I don't know if that's 100% true, but I'm sure there are some actual sincere Catholics out there in the world.
That's not the point.
People,
that's not the point.
My poor John is a recovering Catholic, but and he didn't get molested.
Well, I just want
He also wasn't a choir boy, but his brother was a choir boy. I'll have to ask him about it.
I just want to make the distinction that people who are Catholic it's fine to have faith. That's not the problem. Faith is something outside of church. I mean, it can exist in a church or outside of a church, but it's not dependent on a church, and it's certainly not dependent on priests. So it's more just this issue that the institution has been, perpetuating a certain culture.
I feel like there's certain religions that are instead of having a basis in love and acceptance, they're sort of based on power.
Oh yeah,
which is why and control, which is why these situations maybe crop up, because a person that is very into that religion sees the control and the power aspect of it, and this is why the abuse of maybe the children is happening. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's always people that...
It's certainly nothing new.
Yeah, there's always people that that seek power and control. There's always people like that.
If I was going to go to a church, like if I was going to be an actual fully organized religion person, which I'm not, I would pick a church where I felt like the priest or the pastor or whoever was just one of us. Like if I wouldn't want to go to a church where I felt somebody was considered the leader. I don't want there to be a leader. I want everybody to be in it together.
Yeah, like an intermediary
and I want everybody to have the same equal say in how it all goes.
Right.
So I just don't like things where someone's in charge so much. That's...
Well, not like a religiously superior person, because I don't think anybody is religiously superior to anybody.
And there shouldn't be someone in charge basically telling you what is and isn't right. Like, if you can't figure that out in your own heart, then there's no point in faith.
Yeah, I think that religion sort of implies a hierarchy, and whereas spirituality is more about your inner condition. It's not about the outer.
Why I've never felt like I've had to go to something like that.
Yeah,
I feel like
but
any
churches
faith I might have, I would already know it. It's already in me.
Right, but you miss out if you don't go to church in small towns. You really miss out on a certain aspect of community life. And
Heck, I go to the ice cream social.
Right, that's good. But, some of us who really just stay away from churches, we miss the connection with our neighbors.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is I think there's got to be a way to having that sort of community gathering without having a hierarchy of religion that organizes it. Because I think, the power and control thing is definitely an issue.
We're lucky in our small towns. We've always had very kind people who I could easily have just been friends with. That you don't feel that weird pressure and that weird control from them.
Right.
I used to always bring my kids to church on Christmas just because it was beautiful, it was so peaceful, and it was all candles, and it was
magical.
all singing, and it smelled so nice.
Sure.
And
as soon as you bring a tree into a building, I think things just are much better.
Yeah.
I would always have a tree in my house if I could.
I know, me too. I really get sad when I take the Christmas tree out.
Me too.
Every year.
But so the recent charges that were featured on NBC were about these 120 priests in Pennsylvania, and so that got my little brain working, because I have a friend who grew up in Pittsburgh, and I thought, I know he was Catholic, and so I contacted him, and Pittsburgh was one of the dioceses, and so I contacted him, and it turns out that his parents were best friends with one of the accused priests, and in fact, he had just spoken on the phone with that priest last week.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's pretty close to home, this whole thing. It's pretty extraordinary.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was just on my mind. I was just feeling like, it's just amazing how effectively you can silence people with intimidation, especially children. And that's really what this is all about.
It's terrible.
So, but moving on from there, I just have a completely trivial thing that I want to mention to you because it might be useful to you.
Okay.
Which is called a cuke rub.
Where are you rubbing it? You hear some really creepy emergency room stories sometimes online about people getting cucumbers stuck in their orifices.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Although, first of all, never put one there, but how would you get it stuck? For real? Seriously.
Okay, that's not where I was going with this.
I know, but just logically hear me out here.
No,
could you actually get something stuck in there?
Sure you could.
No, you couldn't.
Yes,
Kristina.
you can.
No.
Come on, grow up.
You couldn't.
You can get anything stuck anywhere.
I don't think so.
Yes.
The whole point of that space is to not have things stuck. It's a passage.
You're careful.
I don't go around putting vegetables there either, but so.
Well, you're not much of a gardener now, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so back to the cuke
also
rub.
are bumpy and they have little spikes on them.
Okay, look. Here's the thing.
All right. What are they rubbing?
You cut off the end of the cucumber. All right?
Oh, is this like the kind you put on your little eyeballs? To take the puffiness down?
What? No.
It's cucumber slices. They do it in spas. They put them on their eyes.
No. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay, so you cut off the end, and then you rub that against the other side where you just cut it, right? You rub that together.
Why? It was already together a second ago.
I know, but you rub it, and it takes the bitterness out of the cucumber, and
Cucumbers are not bitter.
I know it's hard to believe that God could work in such strange and wonderful ways, but it's true.
My little niece
I thought it was a great contrast to pedophilia.
It isn't bitter. Cucumbers just taste like water.
All right, you just don't get it.
Well, my little niece was playing spa one day recently, and she made me lay there, and she was going to do a little mud mask on me, and she wanted to put cucumbers in my eyes, but all they had were these tiny little, itty-bitty, gherkin-sized pickle cucumbers in there.
Yeah, that's not
So they didn't even cover my whole eyes. It was these tiny little cucumbers that did nothing, and every time my eye would move, they would fall off.
Right, and then the train went by.
Right.
And the children screamed. And the cucumbers
I guess those kind of cucumbers could get stuck somewhere because they're very small.
Yeah, they
could even get stuck sideways, technically.
In your nose.
Anywhere.
Would you put small gherkin-sized cucumbers in your nose?
No, I would not.
As a kid?
I don't put things in holes.
As a kid,
really.
You might have tried it.
No, my sister Jen got rocks stuck up her nose when we were camping once. And
that's why she hates camping.
Maybe.
You say.
But I have never been one for orifice.
Okay, let's get off that.
Sorry. Okay.
It's time for another song.
Thank
and
God.
I'm going to have to dig one out of my my area.
This song song went south. I mean, this whole show just went south really quickly.
Okay, wait.
You should know better than to bring up cucumbers.
Oh, man, I just can't. Okay, we're going to go to Davy Davis's album called Neurotic Overtones. And I'm just going to pick track 1, or track 2, because I can get to it.
Is this about fish?
I have no idea. We'll see what it is when I click on it. Here we go.
You can be strong, you got willpower that's second to none. But there's one weakness you can't control, and I wish it were my kisses if the truth be told. The one temptation you can't resist, I think you like it better than being kissed. I wanna be your chocolate, I wanna be your Snickers bar, Reese's Pieces and Hershey's Kisses and M&M's by the jar. If I could be your chocolate, life would be so grand. I'd melt in your mouth as well as in your hand. Took you by the arm and down the hall I led you, hugged you, squeezed you, pleaded and begged you, done all the things a man can do. Well, I guess I don't have the kind of hold on you. Wanna be your victim in a chocolate attack, 'cause you never looked at me like the candy rack. I wanna be your chocolate, I wanna be your Snickers bar, Reese's Pieces and Hershey's Kisses, M&M's by the jar. If I could be your chocolate, life would be so grand. I'd melt in your mouth as well as in your hand. I wanna be your chocolate, I wanna be your Snickers bar, Reese's Pieces and Hershey's Kisses and M&M's by the jar. If I could be your chocolate, life would be so grand. I'd melt in your mouth as well as in your hand. I wanna be your chocolate, come on, I wanna be your chocolate man. Come on, I wanna be your chocolate. Come on, I wanna be your chocolate man.
All right. That was Davy Davis. I chose that randomly. I love the way things work out. So, okay. I can't hear you. Did I push up the wrong... Oh, I see. You're not on.
Good.
Yeah, there you
good,
go.
because that last comment that I just made is probably not safe for radio.
Inappropriate.
Anyway.
Good.
Yep.
All
Oh,
right.
good.
I'm glad. That worked out well, too. Okay, so I have some vocabulary words for you.
Oh,
Are you ready? Are you
good.
ready for that?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Hold on.
Because I have
to write it down at the same time.
Yeah, I have a great vocab challenge thanks to a very competitive Scrabble game that I had this week while you were gone with someone who has studied the Scrabble dictionary and perhaps even read it front to back.
Oh, wow. Overachiever. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
so the first one, first of all, is one of the most amazing. This was perhaps the most amazing revelation of my week. Okay, so how do you spell the letter F?
How do I spell the letter F?
Yes.
Probably EFF.
It is spelled E-F.
With that, not double?
I just think that's weird. Why do you have to spell the letter F? It's spelling itself. It's F. Why does it have to be EF.
Because
Aren't you shocked by that?
no.
No? You look relaxed.
That one's easy because people say like what the F and stuff like that, and sometimes they write it out.
Really?
Like
They
that.
do?
EF. Yep.
I am so sheltered. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. I'm very curious if you've heard this word. I'm going to try to say it correctly. Here we go. Embonpoint.
That's not a word.
Embonpoint.
It doesn't count if it's in another language. You can't give me vocab in other languages.
Embonpoint. It's not. It's okay. No, spell. Well, do you want to have the spelling challenge as well?
No, I don't even know what you're saying, so I clearly can't.
Okay.
I clearly can't spell it. You just spell it to me, and then if I look at it, maybe I'll understand.
E-M.
E-M.
B-O-N.
B-O-N.
P-O-I.
P-O-I.
N-T. Now you say it. Embonpoint. Right? You have to sort of put an arc in it to get to the end of it. It is French.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have
French
no idea what that possibly could ever mean.
In origin. Okay, it literally it means in good shape, but it is used. It's a fancy way to talk about someone's curvy or plump figure. People who are heavy but not unattractive in their girthness. You know?
I do.
Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear it used by famous authors? Because this first was used as a noun in English in the 17th century.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Are you still?
That's when that body type was counted on as perfect too.
Yes.
Like our today ideal of thin would have been gross, and it would have meant that you were a poor little. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, use it in a sentence.
Okay, so Charlotte Bronte said, quote, a form decidedly inclined to embonpoint. Okay. James Fenimore Cooper said, an embonpoint that was sufficient to distinguish her from most of her companions. And the last one, George Eliot said, as erect in her comely embonpoint as a statue of Ceres, which is the statue that we have on the top of our Vermont State House.
She's kind of slender, though. Hard to tell. We're looking up at her. It's her good set. I mean, she's kind of far away. And she's draped in like a sheet.
Yeah.
Hard to catch the body type.
Right.
When you're wearing a sheet.
Yeah.
Made of metal.
Yeah. Well, you still haven't said it, but that's okay. You don't want to say it.
I will say embonpoint.
Oh, you say it better than I do. You have an ease with that. Say it again.
That's because my name starts with EM, so I'm used to saying that.
Can you say it one more time?
Embonpoint.
Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, next one. This one should be easy.
Oh, she's still going.
Yeah,
okay.
I got a whole lot because he just kept throwing them at me.
I just realized I stole John's telephone pen today that he's even marked for telephone.
Oh,
and
shoot.
Now he's going to be really sad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Quid nuno.
Quid nuno.
Yeah, you know people like this. We all know a lot of quid nunos. Yeah, quid nuno. Quid nuno.
That sounds silly. It sounds like a Hawaiian dish or a little pet.
It's a gossip. I guess there's no way to know that.
Doesn't quid mean 5?
Quid pro quo. I don't know. It's a weird word.
What's the prefix quid?
Yeah, quid.
Or that's a money. That's a type. That's
in England, that used to be a kind of money. I don't know if it still is quid.
Or is it quint?
Nuno.
Which
Nuno's
is the 5.
like nothing. Like 5-0. Nuno.
5-0.
I don't know. That's a gossip. So the last one you're going to like because it kind of circles back to the topic that you wanted to talk about related to cucumbers.
No, I didn't want to talk about it. It just came.
I wasn't talking about usage of cucumbers.
Yeah, you were actually.
No, I was
just talking about a probably more popular use of cucumbers.
I was talking about a technique for facilitating better taste in cucumbers.
So you're going to do that to every piece?
I don't want to go back into that.
All right. I'm just checking. That seems a lot of work to rub all your cucumber slices together before you eat them. But
let's try it before we judge.
All right. Okay. What's your other word?
Have you heard of this word? Okay. Maybe you have heard of this one. This is possible. Yonic. Not to be confused with Port Yorick, the dead court jester in Hamlet.
Right. So it's not a name.
No, it's not Yorick. It's Yannick. And
so Yann?
No.
What?
Rhymes with tonic. Yannick.
Oh.
And it's spelled like that. It's spelled like
so
that.
So Yannick.
Yeah. Yeah, now this one, I just feel this one should be in greater usage because it's got an application that just hasn't been developed. Like it has a gender association.
Yannick.
That's a clue. It has a gender association, and the reverse of it, with the opposite gender, is a word that gets used constantly.
That must be the man one.
Yes.
Of course.
Getting closer.
So it's got some sort of female connotation.
Yeah.
I don't understand. You're miming gestures over there.
Okay, let me tell you.
Her thumbs are up. She's spreading her arms out.
What can I say? Trying to think if I give you any other clues.
All right, just define this little
Okay,
puppy.
well, this is a word that I think we should use more as an adjective of admiration. Just as we use phallic, we should use Yannick.
Oh.
Got it?
See? You're back on the cucumber topic.
No, this just happened to come up in Scrabble. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my word. I mean, sometimes words just kind of drop out of the sky.
Was this like strip Scrabble?
No. We were just trying to go for triple word score.
Yannick, wow.
Like any self-respecting Scrabble players.
So like Georgia O'Keeffe's art is
Yes,
Yannick?
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So I think it's a cool word, and I'm actually...
It is kind of a cool word,
I don't know why
actually.
people don't utilize it more frequently. And,
True. I know. Phallic is everywhere.
Yeah, phallic
even in
is
the
just,
cucumbers industry.
Everything's phallic, but nothing is Yannick. What's with that? Right?
Yeah,
Except maybe some paintings by an old dead white artist, you know?
Right.
Like
That's about it,
right?
though. Really.
Yeah, I know.
Some other plants, maybe. It's always compared to a plant.
Right.
Doesn't really feel plant-like to me.
No.
But, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe mine's broken.
Possibly. It's hard to say.
All right. What time is it, Kristina?
53.
So we only have 7 more minutes of this?
Yes.
Oh.
So should I talk about chivalry?
Oh,
or do you have some
I was
great
talking
topic?
about chivalry yesterday, too, because we had a bus of Rhodes Scholars come to my museum, which it used to be called Elder Hostel. So it's those bus tours of older Americans that go around together and see the sights. But anyway, they were older, and in my museum, you have to put these little booties on over your shoes so you don't walk on the beautiful old floor in this Victorian mansion. And everyone was older, so they were having a very hard time getting these little like shower cap booties over their shoes. So this one very chivalrous elderly gentleman sat down on the floor and made all the ladies stick out their feet, and he put everyone's booties on them in a circle, and it was very sweet of
That's
him.
awesome. Well,
and I said, "You are very chivalrous."
Beautiful. I guess, when was that?
Yesterday.
Yesterday was a day of chivalry because someone was chivalrous to me. The cashier at Will's store. You know what
the
he did?
red-haired one?
I don't know.
The very shy, the kind of shy
Well, they're
one.
all kind of shy.
They are all shy.
Except the females
no,
cashiers.
there's 2 guys.
The guys are shy.
The guys are so shy.
Yeah, so one of the shy guys, after I made my purchase, he personally let me out of the store by opening the door for me.
Oh.
Because I was juggling cans of tuna fish and half
I
and
wonder what
half.
his deal is. I don't know who he is, and I've never seen him before. He started working at Will's store.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the sandy-haired, shy one, not the young, tall, dark, more one.
I don't know.
They're both very nice and very shy.
They are. They're very nice. Yeah, so that was chivalry.
Nice.
Chivalry is not dead.
He makes me ice cream every day,
Cool.
so I should maybe talk to him sometime.
Yeah, you should.
He's got his hands all up in my ice cream business. So,
Okay.
so probably I should find out who this chivalrous ice cream man is.
Yeah, I tried to offer him my change. You know, it was something in 7 cents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And before I could even get the words practically out, the cash register calculates how much change to give back to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have the opportunity to give him the change, and I felt a little bad about that. You know, do you ever
I
feel
do.
bad like you can't get the change out fast
I'm not
enough?
bad. I'm not good at math, so I never get the change out fast enough because I don't ever know what it's going to be. But I do. I understand your feelings of guilt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, well, I know we only have a couple minutes left. I had a million things to talk about.
No, me too. I'll just put them off till next week.
You know,
we arrived home to like dead horses, and we had all kinds of crazy stuff going on last week, and it was a long, crazy week.
Yeah.
But it's not super radio-y
friendly
stuff.
Radio friendly,
I guess. I don't even know what I wrote here. Shindig dogs? No. Oh, shedding dogs.
Shedding dogs.
They're shedding. They're shedding really bad right now.
Yeah, like, do you know that flies are throwing up on you all the time?
Yeah, every 12 seconds.
Yes.
A fly regurgitates on you.
Yeah.
So you think they have their little feelers out just like kissing you. They're
right.
not. They're just barfing.
I know. Just think it's important to just get real with nature.
Yeah. I don't know what that says.
Well, I got to dig up a song here since this is all the technology is just fritzing out. Let's see.
No, your computer's still sort of functioning.
Well, it is, but I just feel I couldn't use iTunes because it couldn't locate the songs that I was looking for. I mean, this is the kind of thing that
you probably have to have your system updated or whatever. You probably have some what are those things called? Not alerts, but what are they called? The little
software updates.
You probably have a bunch of them waiting. You probably have to do it. But I never know which ones are like bad fake news and which ones are real updates. So I never update it when it tells me to update because I feel like there's viruses
it's
coming.
A fake. Yeah, I know.
Right.
It's a scary world.
I don't know enough about my computer to know.
Well, we're not going to solve that problem right now. We got to shut down the show for right now. But we'll be back next week.
Yeah,
because we're back.
We are back.
We're back as a team. We're back
I know.
with our people. We love you. And that's all I have to say. Okay.
There's a chainsaw outside.
I know. Okay, we're going to go out on a song by Deborah Langstaff. It's a mix. It's not anything that's been released. So it's just kind of coming right out of the studio at you.
Bootleg copy.
Yeah. So,
but we'll be back next Friday. In the meantime, have a fabulous week. See you guys later.
I lie in your arms, my dearest one, like the kernel of the almond in its shell. Tell me, where does our almond tree stand? I lie in your arms like in a ship, without a root or harbor, but with dolphins at the bow. Under our backs is a ribbon of beds, our beds in many countries, in the nowhere of the night, when round about us a foreign room sinks. Wherever we came, wherever we come, dearest one, everything is different. Everything is the same. Everywhere the hay will be stacked in different ways to dry. Same sun, under the very same sun. my dearest one.